You left me. You left me. Hey you guys, welcome back and I hope you guys are doing great. So today's video is actually a recreation of a look that I wore for my farewell. So I made my video list for 2021 a while ago. I assumed people would be having their in-person farewell, but I don't think that's possible right now. But I thought, you know what, it would still make a makeup look and I haven't done one in a month, so I thought it was high time that I do one. So yeah, this is the look that I created. I really like it. I know most of you guys are not able to experience this. It's gonna be a unique one for you, but I still hope that you're able to celebrate the end of your school year somehow. This whole video was inspired by, if you remember, a year or two ago, people were recreating their wedding looks and stuff. Now I haven't had a wedding, but I've had a farewell, so I thought, you know what, let me recreate that. So yes, I'm 2 years late to this trend. We are still gonna go through it. This video is long anyway. I do not want to make it any longer. Let's get started. Hi, full disclosure before starting, I do have some lip balm on and I did put on some concealer because it was just looking way too bad on camera. I wasn't ready for it, so I thought, you know what, one spot wouldn't hurt. So yeah, I do have some concealer on. My under eyes don't look like this, they look even worse. So for the primer, this is the Master Prime Face Studio whatever. I'm just trying to get through this, so I'm just applying that. And would I have applied this if I had it at my house when I was getting ready for my farewell? Yeah, I probably would have, because this does help a little bit. Is it significant enough for me to be like, this is a necessity in my collection? No. So the primer is done. Next step is foundation. So I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild foundation. So when I was deciding to film this video, my natural thought was, I will talk about my school memories, but I really do not want to visit my school memories. There aren't a lot of good ones, other than the fact that I really had some good teachers with whom I still keep in touch with. But my classmates that I had in my 10th grade, I do not keep in touch with any of them except maybe one. So yeah, talking about school memories was not something that I was willing to do, just because it wasn't the best time for me. Yeah, at least the 9th, 10th area, it wasn't the best. Not because of studies or anything, just social experiences. Yeah, I don't think I would be able to change anything if I were to go in the past and do something for it. But yeah, I guess I just had to experience a few things. So yeah, it wasn't anything bad, but I wasn't the happiest when I was in my 10th grade. Even though things were easier back then. I sound like an old person, don't I? Yeah, I am old, I guess, but things were easier back then, but the struggles, they were still there, and those sort of struggles I would not like to revisit. So for concealer, I'm gonna go with my Age Rewind. I'm gonna finish this guy up, even though I don't like it that much. So about what I was saying, I've always thought that I'm not that old, and I'm not, but at the same time, whenever I talk about my school memories, I sound old. And I was thinking about how I can rephrase my words so that I don't sound like that. But then I realized, you know what, I think I'm actually old. It's been a while since I've had my farewell, school farewell. I guess it's just about acceptance now. I don't feel awful about it, but I just feel weird that I'm actually this age and I'm thinking about my school memories, and it's been quite some time since I have been in school. I've been in college for a long time. I'm still in college, still waiting for it to end. School was a long time ago for me, and if you are currently in school, enjoy your time, I guess. Even though it was bad, it was a lot more simple, and at least you had a routine. Once you get into college, I feel like the routine thing just disappears. Even though your college has a specific timing, it's not the same as your school. Neither do your teachers pay the same attention as they did in school. It's college. Your professors don't care if you fail. They do wish you pass, but not everyone is gonna make the extra efforts that your school teachers did. And I know not everyone has similar experiences with school teachers. I was very thankful that even though my class experience wasn't the best, I had some really good teachers, because of which I do still have a lot of good memories in my school. And even my classmates were fine. Everything was fine. It wasn't the worst. Like, please don't misunderstand this video as me hating on my school. There were just a few things that I knew I wanted to leave when I got out of school. So I made sure that I wasn't in contact with anyone. So I made sure that my friendships and stuff would be a certain way when I go into college. I knew that was gonna be a big part of me, and now I make friends very carefully. I'm not saying that my 10th grade friends were bad or anything. I just don't like to refer to them as friends anymore. I always refer to them as classmates. I feel like I have a better definition of friendship now, so they just don't fit into it. There was a lot of competitiveness, I feel, at that age, and which is normal, especially if you are in your school days. There is a lot more competition. I mean, there is going to be some in future too, but the type of competition is very different. You have been with those people for so long and you still have to compete with them, though some of them which are your friends too. So yeah, I'm fine with my school. It taught me a lot. Also, I'm using my Maybelline Fit Me to set my under eyes and whatever I have on my face. Even now, I do revisit my school sometimes because I do live close by to my school, and honestly, I just visit it for the teachers because they are some of the best guides that I've ever met. I especially was close to my English teacher, and I didn't realize her value back then. I always valued her, but now that I'm out of school, I'm in college, I've been into 2 different colleges, and I'm about to graduate next year. Thank God. This is gonna be done. I have kinda started to cherish her a little bit more. And on the last day of school, so the official last day that we had of school, I actually did not think I would cry, and I was feeling sad about the fact that what if I don't cry? But boy, I cried a lot. I honestly was very ready to go out of school. I wanted to leave that social atmosphere as soon as possible. So I was happy about it, but I cried so much. I think it was mainly because I knew I was never gonna be able to experience this ever again. I just was never gonna be a part of this place again, and that kind of made me sad because I have been in the same school for my entire life, and leaving that big space to go into the bigger world. And my English teacher, especially because she was our class teacher for 3 consecutive years, she said this when she came into our class. She basically said, I'm gonna hug you guys and I'm gonna say my thoughts for you, and that's how we are gonna conclude this class. And I think that's when it started. Oh boy. So when she came and hugged me, I don't even remember what she said exactly. They were good words, obviously. I just remember crying a lot, and I could see that even she was being emotional about it because we were her first batch that she was the class teacher of for 3 years straight. It was emotional, and the fact that she did it for each and every student in our class, that's again something that I will never experience. You will never be as close as you were with your school teachers, with your college teachers. There are definitely rare instances, and maybe if you have a smaller batch in college, that would be the case, but in general that is not something you're gonna experience ever again. So that was making me sad that I was never gonna be able to sit in her class ever again. That time was over. And even now, if you ask, would I like to go back to my school days? No. No, just no. But there are a few things that I wish I could experience again. So yeah, if you're currently hating your school, it's okay. After a while, maybe you'll realize a few things and start appreciating a few things, and maybe then you'll think, yeah, it wasn't all that bad. There were a few good things that you could still think about and feel happy about. Okay, so for a farewell, I feel like this is a little too much, but I'm gonna calm this down and I'm gonna make the lid shade the focus because I do not want to look extravagant on my farewell. I want to look good. It's like a concluding day. I do not want to try something new if I was to do my makeup again for the farewell. I remember my makeup. I don't think I have proper photos of it because I do have photos of myself, but I don't think I have specifically one for my makeup. And I'll try to insert some photos of me and my dress because I wish I could show you guys my dress, but I haven't figured out the setup for it. I'm gonna go in with my Soft palette and use this shade to highlight my brow bone. For the lid shade, I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild Rose in the Air palette and use the gold shade in it. I think I'm just gonna apply this and disperse it around. You really don't need any sort of concealer with this either. Also, I don't know how people do that these days, but I actually went ahead and tried to get a new dress for my farewell because that's something that people generally do, at least in my times. So I'm not sure if people still do that. I'm pretty sure they still do, but I did go out to buy a new dress, but then those dresses were so expensive that it did not make sense for me to spend my money on something that expensive that I probably wasn't gonna wear that often anyway. So I had a dress. I did go in the store, tried a few dresses, and I almost picked one up, but I wasn't just happy from inside. So I thought, you know what, let me just wear that dress. And I still have that dress. I just don't think it's gonna fit me anymore. It's probably a little too big for me now. I will insert some photos. That dress is the one that I wore for my farewell. Usually people go for gowns and stuff. I feel like our batch was pretty simple with their clothes. Some were still out there and everyone looked really pretty in their own way. I was just happy that I didn't make a big deal of a dress and just went with what I had at home. It's a very simple dress, but I felt really pretty that day, and that's more than enough. I'm gonna take this Swiss Beauty highlighter and I'm gonna use it in my inner corners. This is a pink shift, so it looks really pretty. Okay, I did my brows off camera. Let's move on to the eyes again. I'm just gonna take the same purple shade and run it across my lower lash line. I'm gonna zoom you guys again just to see what the eyes are at. I'm gonna use my Miss Claire liner. I'm gonna use my Essence Lash Princess on my lashes. Okay, so that's it for the eyes. I'm not gonna apply anything else. If I was to go somewhere else, I probably would have added some rhinestones on my eyes, but because it's a farewell look that I'm recreating, yeah, I'm not. Okay, I'm not entirely happy with my lip color, but when am I ever happy with my lip color? So I'm just gonna leave it at that. I would have definitely worn something neutral anyway. So yeah, this is what we are finishing at. I don't think there's anything else left, so let's move on to the outro. Okay, so yeah, that was it. That completes this look, and I just want to say, if you're having your farewell or your send-off party right now, just enjoy it. Even if you have issues with your school life, just make sure this one day you're able to spend it peacefully. It's always good to end on a good note. I don't think anyone is gonna be celebrating the send-off. If you are, well, you're lucky, and I'm glad you're able to celebrate it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment and subscribe. Let me know what you wore on your farewell day. Did you wear a sari? Did you wear a dress? What did you wear? And if you're having a farewell soon, then let me know what you're gonna wear. And yeah, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.